will support you to look to the future with more excitement, health, and hope. In my presentations to parents, I share some of my own story to reassure them that I get it, that they're learning from someone who is not only professionally dedicated to shining a light on anxiety, but also intimately understands what it's like to be anxious and in need of understanding, tools, and strategies. I've lost count of the number of mums who've come up to me after a presentation about helping children with anxiety to talk about their own struggles and how they too needed help. One woman even told me that hearing my story was life-changing and that other mums would benefit from hearing it too. I was incredibly humbled to learn the difference I'd made that day. Anxious Mums is my way of sharing my journey in parallel with information and strategies that can have a meaningful impact on your life. As I read this book, I'm mum to 2 primary school-aged kids, Hunter and McKinley. But, like you, I wear lots of different hats. I'm a wife, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a cousin, a niece, a neighbour, a black belt in karate, a professional speaker, an educator, and an author with an anxiety disorder. It's been said that the most important work we will ever do is within the walls of our own homes. There's much truth in that. But only after we've taken care of ourselves can we be there for our children in the ways we know will see them flourish and grow into successful adults who look after themselves, other people, their communities, and our beautiful planet. In Anxious Mums, you'll learn what happens in an anxious brain, all the ways anxiety impacts us physically, why anxiety is more common among women than men, how it impacts us in both shared and individual ways at different stages of motherhood, including conception, pregnancy, birth, breastfeeding, and beyond, how it can colour our parenting and what to do about that, strategies for raising happier kids with flourishing mental health, how we can manage and minimise our symptoms using powerful science-backed strategies, and how we can turn down the volume on our anxious thoughts. There's even a chapter for partners of anxious mums. I'll also help you to identify what's really important to you and how to align your behaviour with what matters. You'll internalise the understanding that, anxious or not, you can move forward every single day in the direction of purpose, fulfilment, and as a loving, present, compassionate, and inspiring parent. Throughout this book, I'll be your partner in learning all this and much more. My anxiety has taught me a huge amount, and it no longer stands in the way of me living a rich, full, purposeful, meaningful, healthy, and wonderful life. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't take your attention for granted for one moment. Let's get started, shall we? Chapter 1, Understanding Anxiety. The pain of anxiety runs deep, and because of the hereditary nature of the condition, it runs in families. It's incredibly important to me to help change the family cycle. As a prelude to understanding anxiety, I want to tell you a bit about its impacts on me growing up, how it plagued my thinking for decades, and for a long time stripped me of confidence. Anxiety also robbed my mum of good mental health and in turn, my brother and me of a mother who was happy, relaxed, and thriving. My beautiful mum's name is Cheryl. She instinctively managed her anxiety through exercise and keeping our home brilliantly clean. Once the beds were made in the morning, there was no sitting on them until bedtime. We were quizzed about needing the toilet before cleaning so it would remain unflushed and lemon fresh that bit longer. And when Mum vacuumed the white shag pile carpet in the lounge room, she'd tell us not to enter unless we learned to hover. I am not joking. I walked on the furniture in that room more times than I can remember to get the things I needed. Mum tells me that when my brother Adam and I were little and it was her turn to host her mother's group, she'd wash and disinfect all our toys after everyone left. When we were older,